Meditation without a mat, without the cushion, without the act, just the smoke and the breath and the chair. Meditation without a mat. Yeah. Meditation without a mat, in the same chair every night. Meditation without a mat and the low light, replacing the candle that the practice books recommend. Meditation without a mat and the friend that walks me to the present is the smoke and not the bell. Meditation without a mat and the spell of the breath and the body in the room together. Meditation without a mat through every kind of weather. The mind brings, the teacher say the breath is the anchor. I found a different anchor. Meditation without a mat, and the smoke became the anchor that returns me every time the mind wanders. Meditation without a mat still gets me there. Meditation without a mat, just the chair and the smoke. Meditation without a mat and the silence that I evoke. Without the formal practice or the guided voice. Meditation without a mat is still the deepest choice I make each evening. Meditation without a mat and the mind that finally stops. Meditation without a mat and the inner monologue drops its volume to the level where the present can be heard. Meditation without a mat and not a single word required to arrive at what the practice always promised. Meditation without a mat and the honest stillness arrives faster than it ever did with effort. Meditation without a mat and the comfort of just being here. Jah doesn't require the posture, Jah doesn't require the technique. Meditation without a mat is still the soul that seeks the quiet underneath the noise of every day. Meditation without a mat and the smoke shows me the way back to myself. Meditation without a mat in the evening slow descent. Meditation without a mat and the hours spent in the company of the breath and the body and the now. Meditation without a mat and I finally know how to arrive without the structure the practice always claim. Meditation without a mat and the unnamed peace that settles into the chest without the formal frame. Meditation without a mat and I remain right here. Meditation without a mat, just the chair and the smoke. Meditation without a mat and the silence that I evoke. Without the formal practice or the guided voice. Meditation without a mat is still the deepest choice I make each evening. Meditation without a mat, just this. found me. I wasn't looking for it. The stillness found me in the second hour. Yeah. The stillness found me sitting in the low chair by the glass. The stillness found me after years of trying to outpace the noise that lived inside the chest before I understood. The stillness found me, and the finding was so good. I didn't trust it for the first few breaths I took. The stillness found me like the closing of a book I'd read too many times and never reached the final page. The stillness found me and arrived without the rage I expected. I spent years chasing the calm with everything but this. I spent years missing the door that was always already open. The stillness found me. When I finally stopped, the stillness found me. In the smoke and the slow light, the stillness found me. And everything felt right for the first time without trying to make it so. The stillness found me, and I let the stillness grow into the evening. The stillness found me past the noise of the achieving. The stillness found me, and the body started believing that rest was not the weakness that the world told me it was. The stillness found me without explaining, because explaining was the noise I had been running from for years. The stillness found me and dissolved the structural fears of who I'd eat without the constant doing and the make. The stillness found me and the doing finally stayed in its place. Gratitude is not a list, it is this exact silence. The stillness found me and asked for no compliance with any practice or any prescribed way. The stillness found me and simply asked me to stay a while longer. The stillness found me in the garden where I grew it. The stillness found me, and the body finally knew it. Was allowed to rest without the yearning of the rest. The stillness found me at my quietest and my best version, not the busy one the world rewards and sees. The stillness found me underneath the trees of everything I built to keep the stillness out. The stillness found me and erased the doubt. The stillness found me in the smoke and the slow light. The stillness found me and everything felt right for the first time without the trying to make it so. The stillness found me, and I let the stillness grow into the evening. The stillness found me, yeah, I let it stay. The stillness found me. Holy in the ordinary room, not the cathedral, not the temple. This room with the chair and the smoke. Holy in the ordinary room, yeah. Holy in the ordinary room where I sit every night. Holy in the ordinary room and the low light. Catches something sacred in the dust above the chair. Holy in the ordinary room and the prayer I never learned in any building made of stone. Holy in the ordinary room and the unknown. God that I believe in shows up here as much as anywhere. Holy in the ordinary room and the air itself feels different. I look for God in buildings with a high ceiling and the choir. Holy in the ordinary room and the quiet desire I'd been carrying was answered here. In the end remarkable. Holy in the ordinary room, the smoke becomes the incense. Holy in the ordinary room and the evening's penitence. For nothing but the rushing that kept me from this peace. Holy in the ordinary room and the gratitude and the release found me here. Holy in the ordinary room with the record turning slow. Holy in the ordinary room and the trichomes glow. In the jar beside the chair where I do my evening prayer. Holy in the ordinary room and the despair that used to live here transformed into something still. Holy in the ordinary room and the windowsill where the plant grows toward the light is its own kind of altar. Holy in the ordinary room and I don't falter in believing this is sacred too. The garden never asks for a building to grow in. Holy in the ordinary room is where the becoming actually happens, not in the announced and the official. Holy in the ordinary room is the truest kind of sacred. Holy in the ordinary room where the smoke rises up. Holy in the ordinary room and the cup of gratitude fills slowly with the evening's quiet gift. Holy in the ordinary room and the lift of the spirit that the herb and the silence both provide. Holy in the ordinary and I don't need to hide disbelief from anyone who needs the grander shrine. Holy in the ordinary room and the divine lives right here. Holy in the ordinary room, the smoke becomes the incense. Holy in the ordinary room and the evening's penitence. For nothing but the rushing that kept me from this peace. Holy in the ordinary room and the gratitude and the release found me here. Holy in the ordinary room, yeah. This room, this chair. Holy Thank you for the ordinary, not the extraordinary, just this, the chair, the window, the breath. Thank you for the ordinary, yeah. Thank you for the ordinary Tuesday in the chair. Thank you for the window and the regular air of the evening that asks nothing more than to be seen. Thank you for the ordinary in between, the events that the calendar marks as worth remembering. Thank you for the unremarkable November evening when the smoke rose slow above the low-light room. Thank you for the ordinary and the perfume of the nothing special. I spent years waiting for the extraordinary to arrive and make the gratitude necessary, but the ordinary was always already enough. Thank you for the ordinary and the simple stuff. Thank you for the ordinary, the chair and the low light. Thank you for the ordinary and the unremarkable night that turned out to be everything I needed. Thank you for the ordinary and the gratitude that succeeded in finding me here. Thank you for the ordinary herb in the ordinary jar. Thank you for the evening that didn't travel far from the four walls and the window and the same old chair. Thank you for the ordinary and the rare discovery that ordinary was the whole secret kept. Thank you for the ordinary nights I almost slept through without noticing the gift of the unremarkable. Thank you for the ordinary becoming the miracle I needed. The extraordinary asks for too much. The ordinary just asks me to notice. Thank you for the ordinary, the choice of being here in the unremarkable. Thank you for the ordinary is the most honest prayer I've learned to say. Thank you for the ordinary smoke above the chair. Thank you for the ordinary evening and the prayer that doesn't need the church or the ceremony to be real. Thank you for the ordinary and how it made me feel like everything I needed had been here the whole time. Thank you for the ordinary and the rhyme of the regular Tuesday becoming sacred ground. Thank you for the ordinary I finally found. Thank you for the ordinary, the chair and the low light. Thank you for the ordinary and the unremarkable night that turned out to be everything I needed. Thank you for the ordinary and the gratitude that succeeded in finding me here. Thank you for the ordinary, yeah. The chair, the window. Thank you for exactly this ordinary evening. The breath before the smoke is its own ritual. breath before the smoke. I learned to honor that breath, yeah. The breath before the smoke is where the gratitude begins. The breath before the smoke, before the body even spins into the elevated state the herb is going to provide. The breath before the smoke and the breath I've learned to ride. Slowly in and slowly out before the lighter even sparks. The breath before the smoke and the quiet that it marks. Between the wanting and the having of the peace, the breath before the smoke is its own release. I used to rush past this moment, straight into the exhale. I used to skip the breath before. Now I find the whole tale of the evening lives right here in the pause. The breath before the smoke is the prayer I didn't know. The breath before the smoke is where the gratitude starts to grow. Before the herb does anything, the breath has already begun. The breath before the smoke and the evening has already won. The breath before the smoke and the body settling in. The breath before the smoke, before the ritual can begin properly with the reverence that the garden deserves. The breath before the smoke and the breath that serves as the threshold between the daily and the sacred hour. The breath before the smoke holds its own power that I spent years rushing past to get to the car. The breath before the smoke is where I start to actually arrive. Jah is in the pause, not just in the answer. The breath before the smoke is where the gratitude expands. Before the elevated state even has a chance to begin. Before the smoke is the most honest statement. The breath before the smoke teaches me to slow the whole night down. The breath before the smoke and the way the evening's found its proper pace. When I honor every threshold that it holds. The breath before the smoke and the story always told by the ones who rush is different from the ones who pause. The breath before the smoke without any cause. Beyond the simple honoring of where I am right now. The breath before the smoke is teaching me how to live slower. The breath before the smoke is the prayer I didn't know. The breath before the smoke is where the gratitude starts to grow. Before the herb does anything, the breath has already begun. The breath before the smoke and the evening has already won. The breath before the smoke, yeah. I honor it now. The breath before the smoke, the pause, the prayer, the breath. Enough, that's the whole prayer tonight. Enough, not more, not less. Enough. Yeah. is the word I never learned in the chasing years. Enough was always somewhere past the current frontiers of what I had and what the world said I should want instead. Enough arrived tonight while I was lying in this bed of low light and slow smoke, and the record on repeat. Enough. And the chasing finally found its feet, planted on the ground instead of reaching for the next thing. Enough is the quietest and truest song I sing to myself. I spent years building toward enough, like enough was a destination. Enough was always right here in this exact evening, waiting for me to notice. Enough is the gratitude complete. Enough is the chasing's defeat, by the simple realization that I already have what I was looking for. Enough is the evening, asking for nothing more. And the harvest in the jar. Enough is the woman or the silence near or far from the version of the life the magazine prescribed. Enough is the evening and the body that arrived at the end of the day without the need for anything else. Enough is the quiet conversation with myself that doesn't end with the list of what I'm missing. Enough is the gratitude finally existed without condition. The world sells you the next thing right after you bought the last. Enough is choosing to stop the momentum of the wanting and just be here. Enough is the bravest word I've learned to say. Enough is the smoke rising slow above the chair. Enough is the gratitude finally aware that the searching was the suffering and the finding was right here. Enough is the evening and the absence of the fear that something better is happening somewhere else tonight. Enough is the peace of finally getting it right, not by achieving more but by accepting what I have. Enough is the quietest and the bravest paragraph I've ever written. Enough is the gratitude complete. Enough is the chasing's defeat, by the simple realization that I already have what I was looking for. Enough is the evening, asking for nothing more. Enough, yeah. Finally enough. This is enough, right here. Enough. The plant doesn't rush. 40 days, it takes what it takes. The plant doesn't rush, and I'm learning to do the same. Yeah. The plant doesn't rush toward the harvest or the bloom. The plant doesn't rush past the seedling in the room of patient light and water that the early weeks require. The plant doesn't rush because the plant has no desire to arrive anywhere faster than the growing actually goes. The plant doesn't rush and somehow always knows the exact right pace for the exact right kind of growth. The plant doesn't rush, and I'm learning what I know from watching her. I used to measure my worth by how fast I could arrive. The plant doesn't rush and somehow still survives every season without the anxious hurrying. The plant doesn't rush and teaches me to slow. The plant doesn't rush through every stage of the growth. She gets there when she's ready, not when I demand. The plant doesn't rush, and I'm learning to understand that neither should I. The plant doesn't rush, even when I check her every hour. The plant doesn't rush, regardless of my power. To want the harvest faster than the trichome's actual turn. The plant doesn't rush, and that's the lesson that I learned every single season in the patience that she teaches. The plant doesn't rush past any of the reaches of the growth that has to happen in the order it requires. The plant doesn't rush and somehow never tires of being exactly on time. Jah built the patience into the seed before Jah built it into me. The plant doesn't rush, and I'm trying to be more like her in the unhurried becoming. The plant doesn't rush, and neither will I tonight. The plant doesn't rush through the 40 days of her becoming. The plant doesn't rush, and the steady drumming of the season's pace is the rhythm I forgot I knew. The plant doesn't rush, and the lesson rings true in every part of my life. I've been trying to speed up. The plant doesn't rush, and I'm learning to fill the cup on my own, becoming at the pace that's actually mine. The plant doesn't rush, and that's the clearest sign of how to live. The plant doesn't rush and teaches me to slow. The plant doesn't rush through every stage of the growth. She gets there when she's ready, not when I demand. The plant doesn't rush, and I'm learning to understand that neither should I. The plant doesn't rush, yeah, neither will I. The plant doesn't rush, 40 days. The plant doesn't rush. What the smoke forgave, I couldn't forgive myself. What the smoke forgave, the years I carry. What the smoke forgave, yeah. What the smoke forgave was the version of myself I hated. What the smoke forgave was every choice I overstated. The weight of in the courtroom that I built inside my head. What the smoke forgave were the things I left unsaid. For decades to the people who deserve to hear them spoken. What the smoke forgave was the part of me that broke. Things that didn't mean to break in years I can't take back. What the smoke forgave gave me a different track to walk on. I judged myself for 20 years, harder than anyone else could. What the smoke forgave was finally understood as the weight I never needed to keep carrying. What the smoke forgave, I'm learning to forgive too. What the smoke forgave showed me what to do with the heaviness I've carried since I was a younger man. What the smoke forgave, and I finally understood the smoke forgave on the nights I sat alone. What the smoke forgave in the four walls of my home. When nobody was watching me work to the old dead. What the smoke forgave. And I'm not finished yet with the forgiving, but the start was the hardest part. What the smoke forgave gave me back my heart. From the courtroom I'd been running for too many years. What the smoke forgave dissolved some ancient fears. What the smoke forgave, I'm learning to forgive too. What the smoke forgave showed me what to do with the heaviness I've carried since I was a younger man. What the smoke forgave, and I finally understand I can put it down. What the smoke forgave, yeah, I'm grateful for it. What the smoke forgave, the weight is lighter now. What the smoke forgave. Present tense, not the regret of yesterday, not the worry of tomorrow. Present tense, just this breath. Present tense, yeah. Yeah. Present tense is where the smoke always brings me back to. Present tense, and the only place that's ever actually true. Of everywhere my mind has tried to live instead of here. Present tense, and the future that I built from fear dissolves a little every time I exhale slow. Present tense is the only place I've come to know peace actually lives in, instead of just visiting briefly. Present tense and the gratitude that's holding me in this exact moment. I spent years living in tomorrow, worried about what hadn't happened yet. Present tense is the discipline of choosing this breath over every other possible moment. Present tense is the prayer I practice nightly. Present tense, and the evening holds me tightly in the only place that has ever actually existed. Present tense, and the peace that's persistent lives right here. Present tense in the smoke that doesn't ask what happens next. Present tense in the body finally less perplexed by the constant calculation of the what if and the maybe. Present tense in the present holding me like a baby, held by a parent who knows exactly what this moment needs. Present tense in the releasing of the seeds I've been planting in tomorrow instead of right now. Present tense, and finally I'm learning how to just be here. The garden only grows in the present tense. Present tense is where the seed actually becomes the harvest. Not in the planning, not in the worry. Present tense is the only soil that actually grows anything. Present tense at the ending of a difficult week. Present tense when the stillness that I finally seek lives only here in the room with the smoke and the chair. Present tense, and the years I spent somewhere other than now finally feel like the real loss. Present tense, and I'm learning to cross back into the only moment that was ever vibes right here. Present tense, yeah, right here. Present tense, this breath, only this. Bum 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 bum.
I forgive the younger version of me. He was doing the best he could with what he had. I forgive the younger version of me. Yeah. Forgive the younger version of me who didn't know. I forgive the younger version of me and the slow realization that he was just surviving every day. I forgive the younger version of me and the way he hurt people because he was hurting too. I forgive the younger version of me and the view I have now that I didn't have access to back then. I forgive the younger version of me and again I forgive him. I used to be so hard on the boy I used to be. I forgive the younger version of me, and I'm finally seeing he needed compassion, not the judgment I gave him for years. I forgive the younger version of me for not knowing what I know. I forgive the younger version of me for the seeds he didn't sow, because nobody taught him how to plant them in a healthier way. I forgive the younger version of me, and I'm grateful today for how far we've come. I forgive the younger version of me for the anger. I forgive the younger version of me and the danger he put himself in trying to outrun his own pain. I forgive the younger version of me and the rain he walked through alone because asking felt impossible. I forgive the younger version of me and unstoppable compassion that I'm learning to extend backward through time. I forgive the younger version of me and the climb he made to get me here. The garden taught me that every plant was once a struggling seedling. I forgive the younger version of me for the struggling that I used to be ashamed of. Now I just see the beginning of who I am today. I forgive the younger version of me in the smoke tonight. I forgive the younger version of me and the light that I can finally extend backward to the boy who needed it. I forgive the younger version of me and the credit he deserves for getting through what he didn't know how to survive. I forgive the younger version of me, and we're both alive in this body that carries both of us forward into now. I forgive the younger version of me, and I finally know how to hold him gently. I forgive the younger version of me for not knowing what I know. I forgive seeds he didn't sow, because nobody taught him how to plant them in a healthier way. I forgive the younger version of me, and I'm grateful today for how far we've come. I forgive the younger version of me. Yeah, he did his best. I forgive him fully. I forgive myself.
I like who I am tonight, not who I'm supposed to be, not who the resume says, just who I am right now. I like who I am tonight. Yeah. I like who I am tonight, without the daily armor. I like who I am tonight, and the quiet farmer of the inner garden that the world rarely gets to see. I like who I am tonight, when the smoke sets free. The version of myself the schedule keeps contained. I like who I am tonight, and nothing strange about the sitting here with nowhere else required. I like who I am tonight, in the tired version too. I spent years measuring myself against the highlight reel of others. I like who I am tonight, without the measuring. Just this, just me, in the low light. I like who I am tonight, the slow and honest one. I like who I am tonight, the work day finally done, and nothing left to prove to anyone watching. I like who I am tonight, and the evening is showing me to myself. I like who I am tonight, in the unedited hours. I like who I am tonight, and the quiet powers of acceptance that the smoke helps me access without the fight. I like who I am tonight, in the imperfect light of the actual self the daytime keeps managed and polished. I like who I am tonight, in the demolished wall between who I perform and who I actually am. I like who I am tonight, without the need to plan the next impression. The garden taught me patience with things that grow slow. I like who I am tonight, and I'm learning to let myself grow slow too, without the rushing into who I think I should be. I like who I am tonight is enough. I like who I am tonight, with the imperfect history. I like who I am tonight, and the mystery of becoming someone better doesn't need the night's permission. I like who I am tonight, without the competition of the someday version I've been chasing for too long. I like who I am tonight, and the song I'm singing to myself is finally true and clear. I like who I am tonight, and I want to stay here a while.